Joyful adventure, audits come, join the ride. Joyful adventure.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. Today is a very special day, May 8th, 2025, marking the 80th anniversary of VE Day. Victory in Europe Day. A day when we remember the end of the Second World War in Europe and honor all those who served and sacrificed. As many of our loyal viewers know, we have an ongoing series documenting the lost pubs of Birmingham, as well as celebrating those still serving their communities. But today, as part of our VE Day special, we're focusing on another type of community hub that's rapidly disappearing from our landscape: British Legion clubs. I'm standing here at what used to be the British Legion on Bell's Lane in Druids Heath, Birmingham. As you can see, it's now just an empty site. The building that stood here for decades was demolished. Another piece of community history lost to time. For those who might not know, the Royal British Legion was formed in 1921, just after the First World War, to provide support to veterans and their families. The clubs, like this one that once stood here, became vital community hubs, places where veterans could find camaraderie, support, and a sense of belonging. These weren't just places to drink. They were where generations of servicemen and women came together, where communities hosted celebrations, where remembrance ceremonies were held, and where stories of service and sacrifice were passed down through generations. On this VE Day, as we mark 80 years since the end of World War II in Europe, it feels particularly poignant to be standing on the empty grounds of what was once a thriving centre for veterans and the wider community. The story of this particular British Legion club in recent years is unfortunately not unique. According to reports, the building had been vacant for around 5 years before its demolition, becoming visibly dilapidated with graffiti covering its walls. In 2021, there was a shocking discovery here. Police responded to reports of suspicious activity and found the abandoned building had been transformed into a massive cannabis farm, with more than 500 plants packed inside. Video footage released by police showed rooms that once hosted veterans' gatherings now fitted with grow lights and ventilation systems, a sad end to a once proud community building. By 2022, plans were submitted to Birmingham City Council to transform the site into housing, specifically 17 apartments and 4 three-story houses, described as 100% affordable homes with new access, parking, communal space, and landscaping. The application noted it would deliver new dwellings on a brownfield site in a sustainable urban area. Prior to this, there had been proposals for a restaurant development, which had divided local opinion. What we're witnessing here is part of a broader pattern. British Legion clubs, like traditional pubs and social clubs we've featured previously, have been closing across the country at an alarming rate. Financial pressures, changing social habits, aging membership, and rising property values have all contributed to their decline. And while the buildings may be repurposed, as this one likely will be for much-needed housing, something irreplaceable is lost when these community spaces disappear. Today we're not just featuring this Bell's Lane site. We've also released videos on our channel covering the former British Legion branches in Sheldon, Alton, and Kings Heath, all of which have now closed and been either repurposed or left standing empty and abandoned as of May 2025. On this 80th anniversary of VE Day, as communities across Britain gather to remember the end of war in Europe, we're also witnessing the gradual disappearance of the very places built to honor and support those who fought in that conflict and others. The men and women who celebrated the original VE Day in 1945 would likely find it hard to comprehend that the institutions created to support them and preserve their legacy would one day disappear from our communities. Yet as we stand here today, we're not just documenting loss, we're preserving memory. By recording what once stood here, by telling the stories of these places, we ensure that even as the physical buildings disappear, their significance and the communities they served are not forgotten. At Joyful Adventure Audits, we pay our respects to all those who served, to those who gathered in this very spot over many decades, sharing stories, finding support, and keeping alive the spirit of service and sacrifice. As we continue to document the changing landscape of our city's community spaces, whether they're pubs, social clubs, or British Legions, we do so not just to record what's been lost, but to celebrate what these places meant to generations of Birmingham residents. If you have memories of this British Legion Club or any others we've featured, please share them in the comments below. Your stories help us build a more complete picture of these vital community spaces. And if you haven't already, please check out our other VE Day special videos on the former British Legion branches in Sheldon, Alton, and Kings Heath. Thank you for joining us on this special day of remembrance. We'll see you in the next adventure.
Once a place where laughter soared, a sacred room where hearts restored. The walls held tales of battle steep, now just dust and shadows keep. A veterans club now cracked and cold, its mighty stories left untold. They fought for peace and drank to life, now silence cuts sharper than a knife. Raise a glass to the ghosts within, to the song soaked in whiskey and gin. Though the legion's gone, the memories stay. On the ruins we honor their V-Day. Would roar with dances bright, old comrades cheered through every fight. Now ivy climbs where flags once flew, a quiet void where echoes stew. Their laughter's lost, yet whispers call beneath the weight of the broken hall. History's breath cannot erase the tears etched deep in this solemn place. Raise a glass to the ghost within, to the song soaked in whiskey and gin. Though the legion's gone, the memories stay. On the ruins we honor their V-Day. A thread fate couldn't kick. Though years have passed, their spirits gleam. In this forgotten space they dream.